Copyright. I've thought about that a number of times over the years. There's part of me that wants to hold on to it. The other part wants to let go. But it doesn't seem to matter much, because in a sense I've let go already. And I wouldn't prosecute. And if the pirates run away with it, then it seems like almost all the better. And that's okay. And I think that I would just choose to be grateful. There's a part of us that wants to keep control of things, but I realize I can't control that sort of thing. And the world will realize that soon too. It's going to run away with them. It'll soon become impossible to control and track. And so that means I just need to trust all the more that God will provide. And I do trust that He will provide. I see that He is. And I'm at peace. And in fact, I can't even say today that I can give you a really good reason to contribute. I really do have everything that I need today. I've got plenty of food. I've got clothing and shelter. I've got the tools I need to do the work I do. I have people to love. And I want to be careful not to beguile you into thinking that your contribution is the only way that I can do the things that I do or love the people that I love. And yet I don't know what's coming tomorrow. I don't know whether those little pieces of providence that have come together to provide for today's needs are the things that God intends to use to provide for tomorrow's needs. And so I guess in a sense I have to trust it to Him. And I have kind of a knowing that by now you probably know what these Beggars Bowls episodes are about. And that if you feel so inspired, you might feel to contribute. But it seems like perhaps there is no real good reason to do that except for the fact that you feel so inspired that for you personally, you feel like this, whatever coin you choose to drop would be an inspired, a good investment. And of course, there's also what comes to mind too is love. It's like sometimes I've felt to give, and I have to admit that in many instances, I can see that I probably have not given enough at certain points in my life. But sometimes I have felt to give purely out of love for the one that I was sharing what God had given to me with. And it may be that you don't have any sort of divine revelation, but that you love and appreciate the things that I've had to share, and the love that's in your heart prompts you to share some amount with me, some couple coins to help me along and help my own way to be easier. I don't know. But if so, I'll be very grateful, because I don't always know how God intends to provide for me. I feel changes coming, but it seems like I always feel that way. Only right now I can actually see some of the changes on the horizon. And I know that there'll have to be a change in the way that the whole money and means situation comes about. And God only knows if your small contribution may be a part of what sees me and mine through to whatever that place is that approaches upon the horizon. But I think the best thing is for us to use the means we're given in ways that are in keeping with an eternal, benevolent, and loving order, and in the way that we feel inspired. And one last thing, too. It may be that the way that you're supposed to say thank you if you've found these to be of use is to pay something forward to somebody else. Perhaps a coin or two should be dropped in a hat of somebody who who needs it today, who perhaps does not have food, clothing, shelter, tools, somebody to love. That might be the right answer too. And it seems like that's often the case. But God only knows, right? But if you do decide that you actually want to make a contribution, this is what the Beggar's Bowl episodes are for. And in the comments will be the links. I don't know if I'll put the QR codes on the YouTube video, but for sure they'll be in the down in the description. So, anyways, that's all, and thanks a lot, and God bless you all.